And we are back here on Open. Casita Maria is holding an exhibition called Respect, Exploration of Black and Afro-Latina Female Identity, I should say. Got a little tongue-tied there. But I want you to know the exhibition provides powerful depictions of Black and Afro-Latino women respecting themselves and also loving each other. Now, joining us more to tell us more about it are Suma Arzu Brown, author of Bad Hair Does Not Exist, and Gail Heidel, Director of Creative Arts Programs at Casita Maria. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us here.
So you got a very special event.
We do. So our fall season is called Celebrarte, Celebrate Yourself. And this particular exhibition is called Respect. We titled it after Aretha Franklin's song. You know, it's 1 year since her passing. And we're celebrating Black womanhood, Black and Afro-Latino womanhood. The exhibition has 3 artists, Tim Akamura, Nicole Washington, and Jessica Spence. And they are sharing portraits of different women. Tim's painting, one of his paintings is really special because he actually came into Casita and photographed 4 of our program participants and then painted their portrait. So when we have our opening reception on Thursday evening at 5:30, folks are going to be invited to tag the painting. There's all this negative space around the portraits and share out their positive statements. And the painting is titled, Respect and Love, Rise Above.
And there's also a panel.
Yes, there is. And you know what, Darren, sometimes the answer is right in front of you, right? You don't have to look very far. So when I got the opportunity to sit on the panel called The Politics of Hair, I was super excited because I couldn't believe something like this was happening in my own backyard in the Hunts Point community and Southern Boulevard community. I mean, there's been a lot of conversations about not having enough books out there that are representative of our communities. And I am a proud author that lives in the community and now will be able to talk about the process and the importance of inclusion and diversity through hair. As you know, my book is called Bad Hair Does Not Exist, and Pelo Malo No Existe. It's also in Spanish, but this is one opportunity that, number one, I get to sit alongside my illustrator, Isidra Savio. So this is the first time we're conversing about the book that we worked on together. So our guests will be able to learn about the process. And not only that, before I became an author, I had no idea I was going to be an author, but I wanted to find an inspiring book that will help my daughter and her caregiver, appreciate who she is, and my daughter love who she is from hair to toe. So one of the books that I actually referenced was called I Love My Hair by Natasha Tarpley, and she will also be a panelist that day. So very, very, very excited. It will be moderated by Lori Tharps, right? Lori Tharps, who's the author of Hair Story, which is a 400-year-old history of hair. So, I couldn't believe that Casita Maria was bringing all of these influential, impactful people in this movement of accepting who you are right to my backyard, and I'm happy to sit alongside of them.
So you got a panel discussion on Saturday. Workshop is also taking place coming up. But I want to talk a little bit about this whole idea of respect, right? Because it was an important theme for you, and as you said, you based it on Aretha Franklin.
I did, yeah. So that song was actually a cover, and she made it famous in 1967. She actually rewrote the lyrics, so it came from a woman's point of view instead of a man's point of view, which was the original. Our exhibitions at Casita Maria in our gallery, they're influenced by what the community is going through, what the young people are going through in our after-school program. So there's a lot of bullying that goes on around the community, dealing with skin color and hair type. And so we wanted to have a new narrative with this exhibition. So the paintings in the exhibition have really positive statements like love your hair, love yourself, do you, baby girl.
Exciting. So when there's the takeaway, right? You want people to take something away after having this experience. So for both of you, what's the different takeaway? I'll start with you, Sue.
I think the takeaway is that we do have to love and accept, our community members for what they are and who they represent, again, from hair to toe. I mean, it's amazing how it's now that politics have caught up to the politics of hair, because New York is the second state in the nation that already banned the discrimination of hair in the workplace, specifically Black hair, ethnic hair, in the workplace and in schools. So California was the first, New York was the second, and we have 48 states to go. So this conversation is very important to lend support to that legislation and a bill to let the community know that you need to be accepted as you are. You can come as you are, and your hair goes with you.
takeaway for you?
Sure, I would say that it's about coming into the gallery at Casita Maria, feeling cultural pride and being able to, celebrate who you are.
So I want to let you know that this is a very important exhibition, and so we want you to come on down to Casita Maria and also be able to take part in that. And so you got some very special people coming. How long did it take you to put all this together?
It takes me about a year to a year and a half to curate an exhibition.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I also wanted to share out, we also have a book club that'll be taking place throughout the year, and all the books that we select also help unpack the exhibition content. And our book club is meeting tonight at 6:30 p.m. And we're reading a book by Natasha Tarpley, who is part of the panel discussion. So you can read the book, have your first conversation tonight, and then meet her on Saturday.
So the politics of hair, that discussion, right? That's a real big discussion that needs to be had. You talked about 48 states that still need to come on board with
right.
that. Are you optimistic that given this, current political climate, the awareness that you're creating will also create an awareness in other states?
I am very optimistic because it all has to do with the community, and it's our job to keep this movement and this conversation going. There's enough of us out there, and once we realize that the power is in our hands, we can make anything happen. So I am very, very grateful to lend support and a voice to this movement and to make sure that the 48 states get on board.
All right. Gail, thank you so much. I didn't
thank
know
you.
it took about a year and a half for you to do this, huh?
It definitely does, to get all these people together, especially with the panel discussion. We have people flying in from all over the country to be able to participate. South Carolina, Chicago, Philadelphia, and then we have Suma representing Hunts
I
Point.
walk 3
and-
blocks.
and Jessica Spence coming down from Yonkers.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Great work,
Good.
Gail. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Silva, good to see you again.
Good to
Thank
see
you so
you
much.
too. Always a pleasure.
All righty, listen. Want to let you know the exhibition Respect Exploration of Black and Afro-Latina Male Identity is taking place until November the 15th from Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 p.m. So you have an opportunity to go between now and November 15th, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. Now, if you want more information about the actual event, visit the website at casitamaria.org gallery. And don't go anywhere because we do have more show, great guests coming up right after this.